The person who left is not the person who's returning. This transformation is beyond anything people could have imagined. Everyone thought they knew you, categorized you, and wrote you off, but they had no idea what was happening behind the scenes. The power you're stepping into, the presence you now command, the vision you're manifesting, it's unprecedented. The world isn't ready for what you're about to unleash. They won't just be surprised, they'll be completely stunned into silence. Get ready, because your re-emergence is about to shake the foundations of everything and everyone around you. Look at you. Just look at you now. Do you recognize the face staring back in the mirror? Because something's different, something's changed, something's awakened. The transformation is unmistakable, undeniable, irreversible. The eyes, they're alive again, burning with a fire that was once extinguished. You can feel it, can't you? That pulse beneath your skin, that electricity running through your veins as if someone just pressed the defibrillator paddles to your chest and shouted, "Clear!" Breathe in, breathe out. You're being resuscitated, not just physically, but spiritually, emotionally, completely. That surge you feel, it's not temporary, it's not fleeting. It's the return of something that was always yours but had been dormant, waiting for this precise moment to reawaken. You are remembering who you are. You are feeling more like yourself than you ever have before. Because this isn't just any version of you. This is the authentic you, the complete you, the you without limitations. How long has it been? Months? Years? Decades? It doesn't matter. The waiting is over. The preparation is complete. You are ready to step into your power now, and the world isn't prepared for what's coming. They thought you were finished. They thought you were done. They had no idea this was only the beginning. This rejuvenation isn't random. It isn't accidental. It's perfectly timed. The universe doesn't make mistakes. Your awakening is happening exactly when it's supposed to. Feel that vitality flowing back into your spirit. Feel that strength returning to your soul. This is what it means to truly come alive. This is what it means to be reborn while still breathing. Did you think it was coincidence? Did you believe it was random chance that led you here, to this moment, to these words? There are no accidents in this universe, no coincidences, only divine orchestration. You were chosen before you took your first breath, before your parents met, before the stars aligned to create this reality. You were selected for something extraordinary. Your mission isn't like the others. Your calling isn't common. Your purpose isn't pedestrian. You are here to save worlds. Not just the physical one we all see, but the unseen worlds that exist in the hearts and minds of those around you. Every day you spent feeling lost was actually a day spent in preparation. Every tear you shed was washing away what didn't belong in your spirit. Every night you couldn't sleep. Your soul was being restored while your mind was racing. You are reclaiming your vitality now. You are remembering the power that flows through your very being. And it's not just about youth, though you'll feel that too. It's about that ageless wisdom, coupled with boundless energy. Every single day, you're learning how to stay young in spirit, how to nurture your soul, how to keep that eternal flame burning bright. This isn't a lesson for the masses. This is specifically for you because you were chosen. The signs have been there all along. The synchronicities, the repeated numbers, the dreams that felt too real to be just dreams. All of it pointing to this truth. You are not ordinary. You never were. From the moment your soul chose this vessel, you were marked for greatness. The celestial realms know your name. The spiritual dimensions recognize your frequency. You were chosen because your light can pierce even the densest darkness. You were chosen because your voice can break through even the thickest walls of resistance. You were chosen because your heart can love even the most broken souls back to wholeness. This mission requires someone extraordinary, someone resilient, someone who can bend without breaking. That someone is you. It always has been. The suffering is over. The pain has served its purpose. Your long hibernation in that spiritual winter is finally coming to an end. Do you remember how dark it got? How cold? How isolated you felt? That was your cocoon, your chrysalis, the necessary darkness before emergence. Every master has endured the dark night of the soul. Every prophet, every visionary, every world changer. You just completed yours. The finish line is right there in front of you. Can you see it? It's shimmering, vibrating with possibilities. This breakthrough isn't just coming, it's here now, in this moment. What you're experiencing is the biggest cleanse your spirit has ever undergone, the most significant shift your consciousness has ever navigated. The toxins are leaving, the weights are falling off, the chains are breaking. You are being set free, not temporarily, not conditionally, permanently, completely, irrevocably. This is the end of one chapter and the beginning of everything else, the final countdown to your ultimate emergence. 3, 2, 1. Breakthrough. The darkness wasn't trying to destroy you. It was trying to reveal parts of yourself you couldn't see in the light. Those moments when you couldn't find hope, they were teaching you how to create it from nothing. Those times when you felt abandoned by everything and everyone, they were showing you the infinite source of power within. That period when your prayers seemed to echo back unanswered, they were being collected, compounded, multiplied, ready to manifest all at once. You survived the darkest night of the soul. Not just survived, transcended. Now, watch as the dawn breaks within you first, then spreads to everything you touch. You did it. After all the struggle, after all the pain, after all the moments you wanted to give up, but something inside wouldn't let you, you did it. You are rising now, not just returning to who you were, but emerging as who you were always meant to be, stronger, wiser, more powerful. This isn't just any comeback. This is iconic, legendary, the kind they'll write about. The universe itself is celebrating your resilience. The cosmos is applauding your perseverance. Can you feel that energy? It's electric, magnetic, unstoppable. It feels like euphoria, doesn't it? Like the highest high you've ever experienced. But it's not synthetic. It's not temporary. It's authentic. It's earned. Listen closely. Do you hear that sound? It's the trumpet announcing your return, the divine herald proclaiming your emergence. The stage is set. The spotlight is on. This is your comeback season. Not a moment, not a day. A whole season dedicated to your triumphant return. And it's just beginning. History remembers the comebacks more than the initial rises. The phoenix is revered not for its birth, but for its rebirth, from the ashes. You are that phoenix now, rising from what should have destroyed you. Your light is blinding to those who thought they'd extinguished it. Your voice is deafening to those who thought they'd silenced it. Your presence is overwhelming to those who thought they'd diminished it. This comeback isn't just about you reclaiming your space. It's about you expanding it. It's not about you returning to your throne. It's about you building a kingdom. Every obstacle you overcame has become a stepping stone. Every rejection you survived has become a redirection. Every defeat you endured has become ammunition for your triumphant return. This comeback season is your coronation, your restoration, your renaissance, and the world will never be the same. And now, let's take a moment to salute the ones who were never meant to fit in because they were born to stand out. Here's to the chosen ones, the silent forces, the watchers in the dark, always aware, always steps ahead, moving differently, thinking beyond, seeing what others refuse to acknowledge. They don't walk the easy road. They forge their own. They battle forces unseen, breaking illusions, rewriting fate itself. It's a path few dare to tread, and that's exactly why they do it. No masks, no pretense, just raw, unshakable truth. That's the obsidian inner order, a sanctuary for those who know they were never meant to follow. Over 450 invincible chosen ones, not bound by rules, but by purpose. A brotherhood and sisterhood of cosmic disruptors, truth seekers, and divine warriors. If you feel it in your bones, you already know where to find us. Links in the description. If not, that's fine. We'll still be here, watching, guiding, shifting reality itself. This is for the ones who don't need recognition, who don't ask for permission, who simply are. Here's to you. Remember when they overlooked you? Remember when they underestimated you? Remember when they labeled you as just another, or not enough, or too much? You were the outcast then, the one who didn't quite fit in, the square peg they tried to force into a round hole. You were the late bloomer, the one they said would never amount to anything because your timing didn't match their expectations. You were the people pleaser, always putting others first, always dimming your light so others wouldn't feel shadowed by your brightness. But no more. You are stepping into your true power now, shedding those old identities like a snake sheds its skin. You are transforming before their very eyes, becoming a force to be reckoned with, a presence that cannot be ignored. You are not alone in this uprising. You are part of an elite team, a divine special operations unit, deployed at this exact time for this exact purpose, a celestial warrior with a mission so critical, so vital to the advancement of consciousness, that you were equipped with supernatural resilience. The underdogs are rising, and you're leading the charge. They didn't see you coming. They weren't prepared for your resurrection. The ones who dismissed you are about to witness what happens when potential meets purpose. The ones who rejected you are about to experience what occurs when destiny finds its vessel. The labels they gave you are burning away in the fire of your transformation. Not smart enough is dissolving as your wisdom emerges. Not strong enough is disappearing as your power awakens. Not worthy enough is vanishing as your divine nature reveals itself. This isn't just your vindication. This is your vindication on a cosmic scale. The underdog energy isn't about revenge. It's about revelations, revealing who you've been all along. Beneath the masks, behind the walls, under the weight of others' expectations, you're not becoming someone new. You're becoming who you truly are, and who you truly are is magnificent. Look back at your life for a moment. See those close calls, those near misses, those moments when disaster seemed certain, but somehow inexplicably you emerged unscathed. That wasn't luck. That wasn't coincidence. That was your angelic team intervening, your spiritual guardians stepping in, your divine protectors making sure you fulfilled your purpose. Every time you stepped toward danger, they redirected your path. Every time darkness tried to claim you, they illuminated your way. Every time you thought you were alone, they surrounded you with invisible but impenetrable armor. You have always been guided, always been protected, always been loved beyond your comprehension. Think about those reckless decisions you made in your youth, those times you should have been hurt or worse. Think about those moments you got lost, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Yet here you are, still breathing, still moving, still evolving, because your mission is too important for you to have been taken out before your time. Your purpose is too critical for you to have been derailed permanently. Your impact is too necessary for you to have been silenced before you delivered your message. Divine protection isn't a concept for you, it's your biography. Remember that car accident you walked away from without a scratch? Remember that illness that should have been worse but somehow resolved itself? Remember that dangerous situation you navigated through while others weren't so fortunate? That wasn't random. That wasn't just statistics working in your favor. That was divine intervention. That was sacred protection. That was celestial guardianship. Your soul made contracts before you incarnated. Arrangements with beings whose sole purpose is ensuring you fulfill your mission here. They've been with you from your first breath, and they'll remain with you until your last. Sometimes you've sensed them. Sometimes you felt inexplicably safe in situations where you should have been terrified. That feeling wasn't imagination. It was recognition. Your protectors have never left your side, not for an instant, not for a moment, and they never will. Can you feel them awakening? Those gifts that have lain dormant within you? They're stirring now, coming alive, demanding to be expressed. Your intuition is sharpening. Your perception is expanding. Your connection to the unseen is strengthening. You are becoming what you were always meant to be. A teacher of truths too profound for ordinary language. A messenger carrying information from beyond the veil. A leader who guides not through force, but through light. Like a child learning to walk for the first time, you are taking these new steps cautiously, testing your balance, finding your footing. Sometimes you stumble, sometimes you fall, but you're never alone in this process, never without support. Your spirit team watches over you, ensuring you don't fall too hard, making sure each tumble teaches but doesn't break you. This is what stepping into purpose looks like. Not a sudden leap, but a gradual, supported awakening. And you're doing it beautifully, perfectly imperfect, divinely human. The veil between worlds is thinning for you. The boundary between the seen and unseen is becoming more permeable. Information flows to you now, in dreams, in meditations, in those quiet moments between thoughts. Ancient wisdom whispers to your soul. Cosmic intelligence downloads into your consciousness. Divine knowledge integrates with your human experience. You are becoming a bridge, a conduit, a channel for something far greater than yourself. This is not even ego. This is purpose. This is not delusion. This is awakening. This is not separation from humanity. This is deeper service to it. These gifts aren't random talents. They're divine assignments. That ability to sense what others are feeling, it's not just empathy, it's spiritual discernment. That knack for saying exactly what someone needs to hear, it's not just good communication, it's channeled wisdom. That capacity to see solutions where others see only problems, it's not just creativity, it's divine perspective. Every gift you possess is a tool for your mission. Every talent you've developed is a weapon in your spiritual arsenal. And now you're learning how to wield them with precision, with intention, with divine authority. The training wheels are coming off. The apprenticeship is ending. The preparation phase is complete. You are stepping into mastery now, into spiritual maturity, into the fullness of your calling, not with arrogance, but with humble confidence. Not with self-importance, but with self-awareness. This is what you were born for, what you've been prepared for, through every trial, every triumph, every transformation. And as you step fully into this purpose, watch how doors begin to open. Watch how the right people appear. Watch how resources align. Because when you honor your calling, the universe conspires to support you. It's all coming together now, isn't it? The pieces of the puzzle are finally forming a clear picture. You're realizing just how divinely protected you've always been, how meticulously guided, how lovingly supported. Those hardships that once seemed cruel and random, they were preparations, initiations, necessary forges to temper your spirit for this moment. That relationship that broke your heart, it was clearing space for a connection that would elevate your soul. That job you lost, it was redirecting you to the work you were actually meant to do. That illness that brought you to your knees, it was actually bringing you to a state of surrender where true power could finally flow through you. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was random. Everything was leading you here, to this awakening, to this transformation, to this reconnection with that youthful zest for life, that childlike wonder, that boundless energy that doesn't recognize limitations because it's tapped into the infinite. You are stepping into the fullness of your being now, into limitless potential, into endless possibility. And it feels like coming home, doesn't it? Looking back, you can trace the divine fingerprints on every chapter of your story, the seemingly random encounters that changed everything, The books that found you at exactly the right moment. The dreams that whispered truths your waking mind wasn't ready to receive. All of it. All of it was orchestrated with perfect precision. Not a single tear was shed in vain. Not a single prayer went unheard. Not a single moment of despair was purposeless. You were being sculpted, refined, prepared. The fire wasn't meant to destroy you, it was meant to purify you. The pressure wasn't meant to crush you, it was meant to transform you, like coal into a diamond. The darkness wasn't meant to defeat you, it was meant to teach you how to become your own light. And now you stand here, at the threshold of your greatest becoming, able to look back and see the perfection of it all. The divine genius behind what felt like chaos, the sacred purpose behind what seemed like suffering, the holy plan behind what appeared to be randomness. This recognition isn't just intellectual, it's visceral, cellular, soul deep, and it's changing everything about how you move forward. This is it. This is your moment. This is what every tear, every heartbreak, every moment of despair was preparing you for. You are not just returning, you are rising, ascending, transcending. This is your moment to shine so brightly that you illuminate not just your own path, but the paths of countless others still finding their way through the dark. You are inspiration embodied. You are living proof that the darkest hour truly does come just before dawn. You are the evidence that what tries to break you can actually be what makes you unstoppable. Every critic who doubted you will now witness your elevation. Every obstacle that tried to stop you will now become the platform you stand on. Every wound that tried to define you will now be transformed into wisdom you share. This isn't just a comeback tour. This is a global revival, with you at the center. This is a worldwide restoration, with you as the catalyst. This is a universal recalibration, with you as the standard. So take a deep breath, square your shoulders, lift your chin, and step into the light. The world has been waiting for this moment, your unveiling, your emergence. Those still struggling in the darkness need to see what's possible. They need to witness transformation in the flesh. You are that witness now, that testimony, that living proof. Your very existence becomes a declaration. Darkness doesn't win. Pain doesn't have the final say. Defeat isn't the end of the story. This comeback isn't just for you. It's for everyone who will be inspired by your journey, for everyone who will find hope in your resilience, for everyone who will discover courage in your triumph. You're carrying the torch, not just for yourself, but for all those who will follow the path you're illuminating. This is your legacy, your contribution, your divine assignment. And it's only just beginning. The first chapter of your redemption story is being written now, in real time, with each breath you take in this new awareness. The ripples of your transformation will touch shores you'll never even see. The impact of your comeback will affect generations you'll never meet. Because when one awakens, many follow. When one rises, others are lifted. When one breaks through, the barrier becomes weaker for everyone else. They said you couldn't do it. They said you wouldn't make it. They said you were finished. Look at you now, standing in your power, radiating your light, embracing your purpose. The naysayers have become your fuel. The doubters have become your motivation. The critics have become the background chorus in your victory song. Remember when you couldn't see a way forward? When the path seemed completely blocked? Now you're creating paths where none existed. Remember when your voice trembled? When your confidence wavered? When your strength faltered? Now you speak with authority that makes the heavens themselves pay attention. This comeback story will be told for generations. It will be whispered in moments of despair as a reminder that darkness always gives way to dawn. Your name will become synonymous with resilience, with triumph, with the miraculous power of spiritual awakening. The energy you're emanating is changing the frequency of everything around you, elevating vibrations, transmuting negativity into possibility. You are alchemizing pain into power. You are transforming wounds into wisdom. You are converting setbacks into setups for the greatest comeback ever witnessed. So rise without hesitation, shine without reservation, soar without limitation. Because, OMG, who are you? This is no regular comeback. You're going to shock the world.